Hello YouTube. My guest tonight, she has pretty much achieved everything. She was a topper in class 10, a topper in class 11, and also a gold medalist in her masters. She also got through the recently declared examination NPSC exam 2021 and is now a class 1 Gazetted, a Youth Resource officer. Please help me welcome Naroenla. Hello.
Hi Zaren.
Welcome to the show. So nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you
As
so much.
lovely as always.
Thank you.
I must say that I am very happy for you. A huge shout out to you.
Thank you.
It was your first attempt, right?
Yeah.
Being your first, how do you feel generally?
I feel extremely happy, and at the same time also very, very thankful to God, my family, and everyone, my friends who have supported me and who have encouraged me throughout my journey. So very grateful to them.
I suppose you are. Did you imagine that you would get selected?
I kind of had a feeling that I would make it to the list, but since I didn't opt for all the posts, I didn't want to expect much, and I didn't want to get disappointed. So I kept the feeling to myself. But when I saw the result, I was very happy to see my name.
What was the reaction of your parents?
When the results were out, I was in my room. So I rushed to my parents. I told them I got through the exam, and they were extremely happy. My mom, she started crying. So seeing them be happy made me more happier.
What do you think gave you the drive to appear for the exam?
Ever since I was young, I didn't know what I would do in life. But one thing I was sure about was that I wanted to do something for the people. And as I grew up, I realized that we have only one life. So in my lifetime, I wanted to achieve a position for myself, and at the same time contribute my part to the society. And this exam is a platform that helped me achieve the two visions that I have. So with this intention, I appeared the exam, and thankfully I got through.
Now that you got through, now that you are an officer, how do you now want to contribute back to the society?
Now that I'm in a position where I'll be able to help people, I will fulfill my responsibilities and duties wholeheartedly. And also, I would love to help the people in every possible way.
I'm sure you will do amazing in that also. I mean, as a fellow alumni of Science College, it is so nice to see, somebody achieving great things like this.
Thank you.
What was your preparation process like for the exam? How much did you have to prepare?
I completed my master's in 2021, and I had to start I started my preparation from mid of August. Initially, everything was so new to me, being from a science background. So the notes, the books, and the guidance was provided to me by my brother. So very thankful to him as well. And everything was so new. It was a very challenging task for me, but also at the same time, it was an exciting one, because then I got to learn so many new things, and be it polity, be it history, be it geography. So I would say that it was an interesting journey.
You are from a science background, so I think it must have been a little bit easier for you. Or would you say that?
Easy. I wouldn't say it was easy, actually. We have to focus more on history. We have to focus on geography, polity. So being from a science background, I had to give more time to it. But one thing that was helpful to me was that since I'm from a maths background, CSAT part was a little easy for me. So that was my advantage.
I suppose it was. You gave the exam last year, so how do you think the question paper was? Was it tough, moderate, easy?
I think it was a moderate. The questions were quite moderate, I would say.
I've never been to an exam before. I've never been interviewed in an exam before, so I want to ask you this. What was it like for you on the final stage of the exam, being interviewed, being in that room? What was it like for you? Was it intimidating in any way?
No, the board members, they were very kind. They were very kind. It was very kind of them to make me feel comfortable at first. Being a shy person, all my friends, most of my friends, my relatives, they would tell me that, you clear the exam, so focus more on the interview. You'll struggle, you'll struggle a lot during the interview. You have to open up, no? So I had to take care of that too. But one thing that, that really changed the whole process for me was, one day I was looking at a mirror, and I was very doubtful about whether I would make it or not. And there, my neighbors, they like listening to music. And on that day, I heard the lyrics of a particular song, and it went like, "I'm no longer slaves to fear. I am a child of God." So that was like a miracle for me, and I'm extremely thankful to God. God has different ways of talking to us, so we have to be very aware of the surroundings, of our surroundings. And I wouldn't say that I became completely prepared for the interview, but every time I would listen to the song, it would boost my confidence. And in the actual interview, it is very necessary that we maintain our calm. We might make a lot of mistakes. I made some mistakes, but I tried not to let it overcome. Not to let it take over me. And yeah, my interview, it went well.
And you got through it. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
How many hours did you have to study?
Hours, I didn't have any fixed timetable. Sometimes it would be for 4 to 6 hours, or maybe 6 to 8 hours. But I made sure that once I sit down to study, I learn something out of it. And 1 month before my mains, I increased my study timing. So yeah, that was it.
You studied so much, you gave a lot of effort, so how thankful are you to yourself for preparing and pushing through?
For me, it was, I'm very thankful to myself that I didn't give up. There were times when I would feel completely down because, you see a lot of people doing so much better than you. But I always try to take every challenging situation from a positive aspect, and I think that really helped me throughout the journey. And also, very thankful to my parents, my family, who encouraged me throughout the process, and extremely thankful to God, because if it wasn't for Him, I don't think I would have been in this position.
I'm sure you are. What would you say to the young Naro 7 years ago today?
One thing I would like to tell her would be, get out of your comfort zone, go talk to people, and that would be it.
Who do you think guided you the most in the preparation for the exam, in preparing for the exam?
Initially, I would thank my brother. Initially it was my brother who gave me all the materials and advice regarding how to study or how to prepare for the exam. So very thankful to him. My parents, who have always encouraged me, and everyone who, be it my friends, everyone who has motivated me throughout the journey. So very thankful to every one of them.
You were a topper in class 10, a topper in class 12. You were also a gold medalist in your masters, and now a youth resource officer. So what is next for you, Naro?
I'll be preparing for competitive exams again.
More to come.
Yeah, hopefully.
Any advice to young aspirants who are, preparing for exams?
I think it's very important that we talk to ourselves. We have a lot of people who really cares for us and who are ever ready to help us. But sadly, they don't know how we feel 24/7. So it is us who have to be there for ourselves. And it's important that we know how we feel and we keep encouraging and motivating ourselves. Also, this exam demands a lot from us. So it's important that we don't give up. And of course, we are humans, we feel down sometimes, but we also have to learn how to get back on our feet and view every challenging situation from a positive aspect. What may seem like a failure for us today might turn out to be our greatest step towards victory, so we shouldn't ever give up. And also to the aspirants who have been appearing this exam for quite some time now, I truly appreciate your hard work and dedication. For me, I feel that the more you try, the sweeter your success story becomes, and more people are able to relate with you. So everyone has their own time. Trust the process, trust God, and always believe in yourself. And one thing, I think it's also very important to have your own, activity that calms you down. For me, preparing for the men's was the most stressful time. So I watched a lot of the Kapil Sharma show. That was my way of letting it out, calming myself down. So it's important that we have one activity that calms us down. Yeah, so that would be
amazing, incredible advice. Your mommy was also your parents in general was a huge support system. Your brother, he helped you with the books and so forth. So is there anything that you want to say to them?
I'm very grateful for everything that you have done for me. You have always encouraged me even when I felt down, and you are my source of inspiration, my source of encouragement. So everything that I am right now, I dedicate it to you all. So thank you so much for being there for me.
That is so nice. 5 years down the road from now, where do you see yourself in your job and also in your life personally?
5 years from now, I can't exactly say where I will be, but I hope that I am a person with more knowledge and experience, and also a person of value to myself, my family, my friends, and to the society.
Amazing. 5 years down the road from now, I hope you do achieve great things as well. Again, before we end this, I have to ask you this. What is your Christmas plan and what is your New Year resolution?
As of now, I don't have any Christmas plans, but my New Year resolution would be, I want to start reading a lot of books, and I hope I become more regular when it comes to reading newspapers.
I hope that your New Year resolution goes extremely really well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naro, for being here. I loved having you, okay?
Thank you so much.
It was so lovely to hear your story and then to share it for you as well. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm wishing you all the very best for the future ahead.
Thank you.